Hey guys, it's Tyler Goodrum here. Today I'm going to be bringing you a piece of fan art from myself to do with the new film Doctor Strange. I'm going to be using a variety of colours in this piece, and as you can see I've made the drawing as strange as possible to fit the movie theme. It's just going to be a bit of fun, drawing with all the shapes that you can see on the drawing. So let's get into it. Firstly, we're going to start with sand, NU0, and I'm going to be infusing the pen for about 5 seconds. I'm just working my way from the middle of the forehead same again. Using the bullet tip, I'm just going to colour these ones in. Next we're going to be moving on to NU1 Bisque, if that's how it's pronounced, and I want to be filling in the little areas such as his nose. Now I'm going to use a light peach for his forehead again. Now I'm going to use light peach again, but this time I'm going to go back over the first one I've done. First section I've done. making the game with all the rest of the same colour. Now what I'm going to do is move to using fawn, and this is now for the darker colours, such as here, under his eye. This next one I'm going to infuse the pen. 3 seconds shall do. Now I'm going to take light peach again, and go over these, go over the areas where I've used fawn, shall I say. Using sand again, I'm just going to go over it seems like the pen's not working. Now I'm just going to add a little shape in here. I'm going to end up putting that dark, so wrong pen. This should be a fawn, using fawn. Now I'm going to grab a hold of PK3 bubble gum, and I'm going to infuse the pen for 5 seconds. Now I'm going to be using light peach just to fill this square in, this triangle, sorry, this triangle, M2, I'll be infusing the pen for this one, just for 5 seconds. Now these down here are going to be dark colours as to where his beard is. This is where I'm going to use crimson red with the bullet tip. Infuse the pen for 10 seconds. And this is going to be used for the lips. Followed up by the bubblegum pink. And for his beard down here, we're going to be using YG3, which is Warm Grey 3. Just diluting the pen a little so I can darken this triangle up. Now I'm going to grab a hold of a darker warm grey, which this one's going to be 7. Just colour in some more triangles, sorry. I'm going to infuse this pen for 5 seconds. Bring it down here so same again. And this is kind of replicating his beard. I'm going to be using a blender just to blend that part I've just done into the colours I've previously put down. Now what I forgot to do is add his pupil in. Because now I'm going to be drawing in the colour of his eye, and I believe his eyes are green. So I'm going to grab a whole of olive green, colour of his eyes in green. Now for the blood streaming down the side of his face, the darkest part's going to be the top part. I'll colour the whole lot in and then use darker red for the darker bits. Right, now what I'm going to do is colour that with sand, sorry, fawn, and that with fawn. And then I'm going to grab a hold of sand, do the same for this one, and two over there. Now this is where I'm going to infuse the pen. Now this is where the darker colours come into play. Bringing one grade 3 from the bottom to the top. Same again for the other side. infuse the pen halfway, and we're going to bring it back up from this corner. I'm going to quickly show you a little tip while I've just remembered. Any areas you get two colours joining, divide them with a black solid line. And that's like, obviously, because that's two identical colours. If it's a gradient, then that's like completely different. It makes the style of work look completely different. Also makes it look like I'd say, modern piece of art. Right, now I'm going to move on to using a darker warm grey 3 when I find it. And this pen's just going to be used for blocking in the triangles. Obviously, because this hair is not going to be highly detailed. Wait, considering none of the drawing is highly detailed. And if you bleed outside the line with this colour, seeing as it is dark, it's not a problem because you won't see the black line underneath. Completely forgotten. As I throw my pen everywhere. About this there. Right, now I do need black. That's just a colour in this area here. And here. Now I know it's not a chameleon pen I'll be using here, but I'm going to have to use a smaller tip just to get into these triangles. Should have really thought about that before I drew it, but you can overcome every problem. Right, for the leftover squares I'm going to be using triangles. I'm going to be using a lighter colour. This is obviously warm grey 3. I'm actually going to use a different colour. Cool grey 8, I think, yep. Now I'm going to take the black pen and I'm now infusing that for about 5 seconds. Maybe not. I'll infuse the bullet tip instead because I need to change over that brush tip. Other this pen doesn't like being infused. Right, never mind. I was just going to add a little bit of a darker section into the drone there, but I can do that with the warm grey 7 instead. Right, now I'm going to be moving on to doing his coat. Now I'm going to be using cinnamon. May as well just colour all these in. Because now I'm going to be using warm grade 7 to darken this one up, as well as this one and this one. Warm grade 3 to darken that one, that one, and that one. Use warm grade 7 once again. These last few areas, such as these blue areas, can all be coloured in with indigo. was light peach there, and now this is fawn. Followed by bisque. Biscuito. I don't actually know how to pronounce that name of the pen. Now, once you get the hang of this kind of once you get the hang of this kind of pattern, it's quite simple to see what you're doing. Because initially all you're doing is just shading in a bunch of squares and triangles. Now this needs to be a really light red. This last triangle that's left to the left. There we are. To finish this off, I'm going to be using not the bullet tip, the brush tip of Warm Grey 3. I'm going to bring it from the bottom of his neck here, sorry, from the top of his neck here. Touch up a few final mistakes. Add the last few black lines. Then finish it with a signature. It's a peculiar piece, I know, but it's something completely different compared to what I usually do. But I tried implementing the theme of the film of being strange and illusions and shapes into the drawing. Hope everybody enjoyed watching this. Give it a go if you're up for the task. But I'm Tyler Goodrum, thanks for watching, and until next time, goodbye.